Hello friends, and welcome to another Pauper stream. Today we're going to be playing a tribal deck. We're going to be playing Slivers. We're going to be casting a whole bunch of these alien-looking creatures, which will all be pumping each other up. We have a bunch of lords, and then we're just going to turn them sideways. Pretty simple strategy. We got Winding Wade, Lead the Stampede to refill our hands after we've cast our creatures. We also have Gemhide Sliver, Holdout Settlement, and Thriving Grove to give us access to red for a couple of choice slivers, Two-Headed Sliver to give our creatures menace, and Heart Sliver to give them haste. Well, this looks like a mulligan. Slivers give you shivers. Is seeing this hand, does it make you quiver? I'm excited. Forest and nothing. Well, I think we just play Muscle Sliver and get started, right? I mean, there's almost no chance they're on Slivers too, but just in case, we'll play Predatory Sliver first. Don't tell me to calm down, you calm down. Chainer's Edict. Well, bye-bye Plated Sliver. Another Predator. Okay. I guess we'll just keep on playing bears. Look at that. They turned from bears to wolves. Oh, back to bears again. Yeah, why not? Just all the predatory slivers. I don't need lands. Just give me predators. Ah, come on. There go all my critters. Our opponent only has 2 cards left in hand, but they still got a Chainer's Edict in the yard. It's going to be hard to come back from here. Oh, Gemhide Sliver? That could be really good. So this is one of the types of decks that's very difficult for us to play against. Removal.deck, we're playing against Jund here, and they have access to so many removal spells. They'll easily be able to kill our lords turn after turn. Another boarding party. Well, it looks like we are in a ton of trouble here. They're going to pulse a Marasa. I guess they could pulse one of our slivers back to hand if they wanted to gain the life. No, they're not that desperate. So that's what? 13 damage? Sure, whatever. Yeah. Just could not find any more lands. So we cannot survive this turn. Well, what could we do here? We could play the Plated Sliver, but yeah, then none of our creatures survives. And we'll die in 2 turns if they don't have Lightning Bolt, in any event. I think that we might have a fairly good chance against this deck if we just draw the, if they draw the wrong cards, if they don't have a removal heavy hand. But that was kind of our shot game 1. I don't know about bringing these in because the removal is so varied and they also have sacrifice effects. I'm wondering if I should even bother with that. Maybe we should just Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much that's exciting out of the sideboard here. We could potentially bring in the Masked Vandal as a way to try and destroy their Bonder's Ornament. But I think I would rather have the Bodyguard. I'm just going to resubmit, honestly. I mean, this looks fine. Got a pair of Lords. Got Winding Way to reload. Gemhide Sliver to make a bunch of mana. Looks good. Oh, I would have loved that Plated Sliver in this hand already. So we could have gone 1-2. That would have been really good. And then throw down the Gemhide Sliver and start making tons of mana. Oh well. I'm just wondering if I want to start with a Plated Sliver. If I want to go Gemhide, I'm going to want to go for like a lot of mana. Try and get a lot of creatures out onto the board at once. No, I should go for one of the 2 mana creatures so I could potentially have a 2 creature turn next turn. Alright, no removal this turn. And I think I'll go Gemhide Plated Sliver here. Okay, we can start going wide. Play a Winding Way next turn. We'll see if we draw any slivers with that. And just start throwing slivers across the board here. Okay. Sidewinder Sliver. Let's start with a Winding Way. Sidewinder makes it difficult for creatures to block mine. Say creature. Not bad. All slivers have haste. That's pretty good. so they can start producing mana the turn they come into play. Wonderful. I think I'll go for another Winding Way here. Just to draw 2. I think we probably want the Bodyguard here so we can potentially give something protection. Well, we can play the Sliver into the Bodyguard, so that's what we want to do. I should hope so. Oh, they're going to cast down the Virulent Sliver. Don't want to let us have poison. Don't kill the one that has haste and let us play out our entire hand or anything. Okay, so they managed to get rid of these 2 Gemhides. That is something. We have really good attacks right now. Let's see what we draw off the top. Ooh, nice. Good draw. Has haste as well. So that buffs all of our creatures. We now have a bunch of 3/5s. We'll attack all, hold back the Bodyguard. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 21. Maybe we should have attacked with Bodyguard. It's not like they could... whatever. They're just taking the damage. This is lethal, I think. Yep. Okay, so that's what the deck is supposed to do. Once you're able to deploy a few creatures and get a Gemhide down, you can really like just slam your entire hand onto the board and spin them sideways. So let's try and do that one more time. Ah, shame. No lands. I guess we can keep this. We'll get rid of a Thriving Grove. Pretty awkward, though. Okay, well, they're going to have removal ready, I would guess. Maybe we'll just put out Sidewinder first. No, we got to go for mana efficiency. Bye-bye, Sinew Sliver. Kind of figured that whatever we played there was going to die. But I gotta lay these things out so that I can start producing mana or whatever. Okay, this isn't bad. We can 2-drop here. Put down a Sidewinder and a Two-Headed. Okay. 1-for-1 trade there. We've got to keep 1 sliver on board so far. Okay. Now, their having the Monarch is super dangerous, but at least we get to start building out here. We can play Gemhide Predator. And then we can attack. No, we can't attack because we need to use the Sidewinder to cast both cards. Damn. It would have been an interesting attack, though, because this is a 2-2 with flanking. Thorn of the Black Rose would have become a 0-2. The Death Touch would have meant nothing, so it would have been a bad block. I think they would have had to have blocked, but... okay, so they have 1 removal spell for the Predator. Penumbra Spider, okay. And holding the Monarch here is going to be pretty good for them in the long term. Oh, not bad. I like the Heart Sliver here when we have the manas. So we can really play out our hand here. I'm going to play out the other Gemhide so we can hold the Predator back. This is bad versus Blightning, but better versus random removal spells. Okay, boarding party into Bonder's Ornament. They're still holding the entire force back. Ugh. I was hoping to get something that would be a little bit more relevant. Another Two-Headed Sliver would be gas, but I think that was the only one in the deck. I don't know that we can reasonably attack into what they have here, because if they block... Well, I guess the only thing that kills anything of mine is their boarding party because of flanking. So maybe we can attack. Let's give it a shot, eh? Yeah, that's a pretty good block, but we would get... I mean, we're going to get the Monarch regardless here. So we'll see what we can get with that. Okay, we got the flanking here, which is going to keep our the Heart Sliver alive. Unfortunately, Predatory Sliver is going to trade. Okay. So not only did they take the damage, they also take 5 poison counters. So they're halfway poisoned. Nice, another Sidewinder. That's super good. Still have haste. We do want to potentially get another Predator if we can find it. Like any Lord off the top would be great. Okay, so they got a bunch of blockers here. Are they going to attack with a Thorn to get the Monarch back and take a blocker down? They don't. So we get to keep the Monarch and we get the Lord. Ooh, unfortunately we only actually have 1 white mana unless we want to tap a creature. I guess we could tap the Sidewinder. Could tap the Virulent Sliver because we just don't want to send it in. Worth it. Their blocks are so bad. The double flanking makes it so like their creatures get in the way, but the Visionaries die before they do any damage. Penumbra Spider becomes a 0/2. Oh, so flanking says whenever a creature blocks my creature, it gets -1/-1. So you see how two of their creatures just left the board? We haven't even gone to damage yet. Now we go to damage, these other two leave the board. Yeah, so let's see here. I just wanted to see if they have... Here's the text. Whenever a creature without flanking blocks the sliver, the blocking creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. And that stacks. So because we have 2, they get -2/-2. Yeah, I guess. Because first off, it works immediately. It's not saying like for every creature blocking beyond the first. Which, as I recall, Rampage does say something like that. Oh, okay, they got the cast down with a Virulent Sliver, so we won't be killing them with poison. But they are at 4 life, so we should be able to finish this game off regardless. Okay, and opponent scoops him up. Sidewinder Sliver makes combat very, very difficult for the opponent. Like, we want to be aggressive, we want to attack. And this is almost like a Lord when we're dealing with combat. Yeah. Yeah, I keep this. Yeah, I totally agree, and that's why I try to spread awareness of the format. I really want to spread that Pauper hype. I think that it's a great format for anybody to get into when you're starting Magic. Oh man, do we... If I get another 1-drop off the top, I want to play Virulent Sliver here so we can get double poison. Okay, we're going to play the Lord. We'll get double poison next turn. Would really like a forest off the top so we could go Virulent Sliver Winding Way. Most decks are under $100. Absolutely. You'd be hard pressed to find a deck that was above $100 in paper. You could, but yeah, not many of them. Okay, so it actually has to deal the combat damage to get poison to work. I think I still might just play the Virulent Sliver here. Our mana isn't working out too well, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, so they have Prohibit. 4 damage, 2 poison. Sliver's Ornament. Good card is good. Predatory Sliver. Oh, man. I guess we're just going to play a Lord here and start swinging in for extra damage. Try and pressure them. Six and 2 more poison. So we have lethal on board. Stonehorn Dignitary, no combat. Stonehorn Main. Card is such a jerk. And we don't have much of a way to deal with it, to be honest. Oh, nice. I like this. Okay, so let's go red, Heart Sliver, white, Sinew Sliver, and some more mana, Muscle Sliver. Okay, so at this point they are going to have to like blink or fog every turn. So they could have fog here. Oh, they have ephemerate, so no combat. And they're going to ephemerate the Stonehorn Dignitary next turn, so there's going to be no combat next turn as well. So now we just get to kind of play draw go for a little bit. And despite our wicked board, we're actually at a bit of a disadvantage here. Opponent has a lot of cards. Yep, Mnemonic Wall is one of them. I think that might actually win them the game. Because they can ephemerate the Stonehorn and then the Mnemonic Wall. Stonehorn and then Mnemonic Wall every turn. Ephemerate is a common, yes indeed. So basically we've lost this game. We can wait to see the opponent present lethal. They do have to find a way to kill us. A rare wild card on Arena for Ephemerate? Huh. Okay, well. I guess the rarities don't... how do you say this? From paper to Moto to Arena, the rarities might not match? I don't know. I don't play too much Arena, to be honest. Crop rotation, so they're going to have Tron now. So that gives them all the mana they require to do their thing. Oh, really? Stone Rain? Huh. Mystical Archive cards. And those are, I guess, usable in Historic. Alright. Do we have combat? No. Just pass the turn. I'd love to have something that would let me use these slivers. Gonna have to consider that for what's name? Because, yeah, we don't have anything here to really play on this either. Because we have so much mana that we can't really do anything with, and all these creatures that producing mana, we could have a bow, Viridian Longbow, and it wouldn't take us too long to kill the opponent with it. Maybe 3 turns max. Probably closer to 2 turns. So this is one of the reasons why Tron is one of the best decks in the format, is because it has the power to completely take away one of the steps of Magic. And when you're playing a deck like mine that is entirely reliant on combat in order to do things, the opponent has... geez, how can I even say this? They've neutered us. We have nothing. Mystical Teachings, I hope they're going to go get Ghostly Flicker. Okay, so they can just keep on drawing extra cards with that. But this is time off their clock, so it is what it is. They should eventually find something to win with besides the Muldrifter, I would hope. We don't have the Sliver that gives us reach either. So we're not going to be blocking the Muldrifter anytime soon. Oh, cool. They just put a pair of +2/+2 counters on it with the Cave of Temptation. So that is going to speed up the clock quite a bit. Yeah, so this is another way to do it. Instead of using Ephemerate, they can use Ghostly Flicker. And it basically does the same thing. Now they're using the Ephemerate to go get the Mystical Teachings and basically just have a embarrassment of riches. Oh, some decks do run Ulamog's Crusher. It's just one of the reasons why you might shy away from that is because of how easy it is for someone to deal with it. Just, you know, like cast down. It's gone. So generally you either want something that has an enter the battlefield effect, like the Dinrova Horror, or you just want to use a spell to get it all done in one shot. So you could use Rolling Thunder, for example, to just 1 or 2 shot the opponent. Or yeah, you could just win with Muldrifters, I guess. That is an option. Although realistically, they've won with a Rhino. This won the game. But they should be able to keep more than half the time on their clock here. So if they manage to take us out in a game 2, then they shouldn't have any problems with their with time. Oh, Slivers have Menace. Oh, that would be so great. Except we don't have a combat step. So here they should just go straight to attack. Yep. Don't even bother doing anything. Save time on clock. Attack with Muldrifter. I wouldn't say mono red, but definitely there are Tron decks that use red mana to great effect with Rolling Thunder and Boarding Party. You have various Cascade Trons now, which just ramp up to cast the Cascade creatures. Kind of like Standard Bearer. If we get a Standard Bearer in play, then they are forced to target it with Ephemerate, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe Ephemerate and Ghostly Flicker are only creatures you control. Let's give a look at that. Hello, Islands. Welcome, welcome. Oh, if I could only spell it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only creatures you control. Yeah. So Standard Bearer is not going to be a good card here. Maybe Masked Vandal. I could go with that, although we're probably not going to get too many creatures thrown into the graveyard. I think it is at least something we can bring in. Don't know that we really needed the Two-Headed Sliver. They're not going to have very many creatures to block us. Oh, absolutely. Burn is incredible in this format. I've played it a couple times. It's super, super good. Even though people are playing Weather the Storm in many, many sideboards, Burn is still winning. And the creatures it has are actually quite strong. The, what is it, Thermal Alchemist is super good. I mean, it is keepable. It's not great, but we can do something with it. We can just start Plated Sliver into Muscle Sliver into Sinew Sliver. We don't really need to go with a Sidewinder in this matchup as much. Let's remember to play our land. Alright, and I think we might actually go red on this one. Just in case we get the Sliver that gives us haste. I'd like to be able to cast it. Because Hasty Sliver into Sidewinder Sliver would be really good here. Oh, no such luck. We do get Virulent Sliver, which is a thing. Or we could go Lead the Stampede. Kind of like going Virulent Sliver. Attack with these. And we're going to play these two out as well. We're just going to wait for combat to finish first. I think they should just take this, even if they have the Moment's Peace. It's pretty close, though. Okay, they go for the Moment's Peace. The thing is, I think that we're going to be attacking for lethal every turn after this regardless. And that wasn't a lethal attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 18 on the board here. And they do have 1 moment's peace at least. Winding Way. Might actually go for that one. Probably Lead the Stampede. Anyway, we're going to go for attacks first, make them use the moment's peace. Yep. Oh, really? We hit 1? That is a whiff and a half. 3 mana, draw 1. Woof, they got Tron. They just drew into it. And Stonehorn Dignitary. Okay. Well, we might be scooping them up a little bit quicker on this one. Opponent still has 15 minutes. If they present, hold on, let's do the colorless mana here. If they present a loop with Dignitary, I'm going to scoop them up. Masked Vandal. I mean, that's not going to work. We don't even have anything in the graveyard anyway. No targets, nothing in the graveyard for us to use anyway. So let's see here. They could have Moment's Peace. They could have Ghostly Flicker or Ephemerate. Either of those 3 cards. Okay, Mystical Teachings goes and gets one of those cards. Which ones will they choose? Ephemerate. Yep, that's 2 combat steps we lose. And then they can flashback the Mystical Teachings, get another Ephemerate, do it again. But they haven't presented an infinite loop yet. So we'll play for a little bit longer. But we will be moving on to Game 3 shortly. Pretty sure that this one's a loss. Okay, yeah, we're going to concede to that. They have more than enough time to finish it now that they've presented a loop. Not a fan of this one. Really close, though. If we had any land, I would keep this. Because we could go Virulent Sliver into Gemhide Sliver and we would be set for mana. This is fine. We don't have the 1-drop, unfortunately, but I will keep this. What do we get rid of here? I think probably Plated with an unknown opponent or unknown deck on the other side. I think I want to keep my Sidewinder. Oh, they might be on Stompy. I think we're okay on the play against Stompy. The draw is going to be pretty tough. Also, they have, what's the name? Savage Swipe to be able to kill our creatures, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah. I want to play the Predator here because I want the Gemhide for later. I want to be able to make a bunch of mana. And I didn't want my Gemhide to get Savage swiped. So here we should be able to play Gemhide and Sidewinder. Muscle Sliver, okay. So we could play Muscle Sliver and Sidewinder, I don't mind that. Two with flanking. It attacks better than it blocks. We're still in a ton of trouble here. But give us a couple more turns. If we can get another Lord onto the battlefield, we're going to be doing so much better. Ooh, Elephant Guide. It's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, we're going to take that. I like that they didn't attack with the River Boa here. I probably would have taken that trade. But now we got a bunch of mana, and we can start deploying. Got 5 mana available. Make that 6. Not bad. I'm going to play the Benevolent Bodyguard here, and I think that'll give us half-decent blocks. And then next turn we get to play Sinew Sliver and have a bunch of 3/3s, 3/4s with Plated. Nice. Like that. No trample is good here. Okay, so we go to blocks. Block here, and then sacrifice the Bodyguard. Pro green. Ooh, okay, no, the flanking is not going to work. Flanking is when I attack. It would have already gone into effect. Ooh, Ledgewalker. That is a problem. Fortunately, it's only a 1/1. Not sure if that was correct. Maybe I was supposed to just hold back here with as many creatures as possible, double block the Nest Invader with anything that isn't a Lord. Ooh, another Elephant Guide. Elephant Guide making a return. Gemhide Sliver, that's not going to be good enough. So let's see here. We got 6, 12 damage, which is not lethal. We could attack. And then still present 2 blockers. I really don't like, though, like, if the Pit Skulk blocks Muscle Sliver or Sidewinder Sliver, or Sinew Sliver, then we lose one of our lords. It is what it is. We got to get aggressive. They'll lose the Pit Skulk if they block anyway. Although they do get an elephant for that. So good trade for them. Maybe we could have left our lords back again. Just attacked with Gemhide, Sidewinder, attack for 6. They have no good blocks. Okay. Play this dude. Pass back. So we cannot block this one or this one, but we can block this one and this one. Finds a Vastwood. I think that's Xaxes. Good game. Alright, so we're playing against Stompy. I like Prismatic Strands. Masked Vandal seems okay here, actually, especially with them running the Elephant Guide. But I don't think I would want to go, I don't think I want to bring in the second one. And I don't think we're going to need Poisonous. We can probably take out 2 of the Virulent Slivers for the Prismatic Strands. Alright, let's see what we can do on the play. Oh, this is a great hand, too. Keep the heck out of this. Get to go Sidewinder into Predator. Vault Scourge. Good one. And we do find the Virulent Sliver again, so we'll play that next turn along with Muscle Sliver. But for now, let's make our Sidewinder into a 2-2 and attack with it. Blind, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Burning Tree. Okay, that's scary. Nest Invader. Okay. So the really cool thing is, if any of these block, they become 1/1s, so their blocks are just really, really bad. Muscle Sliver, Virulent Sliver. Okay, so we get the damage and the poison. This is still really scary. Okay, they're going to Savage Swipe, kill one of our lords. And crash in for damage. We could potentially block the Nest Invader here. I don't like that, though, if they have... what's the name? I don't really want to trade. We'll take the damage. Longbow. Okay. Get another Forest. I think with the Forest, I would rather play Winding Way this turn in case we get a Lord. And we do get a Lord. Okay. We also get Gemhide Sliver, so we could play Gemhide and Lord. Ooh, we also got Prismatic Strands. Oh, that is super good. Alright, I like play Lord and attack all then with that. Because we can prevent all green damage, which is significant. Because we have the Sinew Sliver, right? That's what we need, a white creature. Yeah. Slivers has been interesting. We won versus Jund and then lost versus Tron. And this is game 3. He's been doing some pretty interesting stuff, acting a little bit like Merfolk. Plated Sliver. Not bad. I like that. Another white creature is pretty good. And we also have mana to lead the Stampede. Tron in a league. We did fight Tron in a league. Okay, attack all. Just be aggressive. Nice. Can't deal with that. And that's generally what we're trying to do. Just make a bunch of muscle-bound aliens. Now, Standard Bearer is actually kind of interesting this matchup. I don't know that they're going to have any gut shots, because gut shot is really bad versus most of our creatures. So if we have Standard Bearer, we might be able to take like a Rancor or something. I'm also kind of wondering about Life Goes On, honestly. Probably don't want to overboard in that direction. That's probably more towards burn. Just thinking like being able to gain 8 life might be exactly what we need to turn a game around. But I really don't want to go off many more slivers here. Muscle-bound aliens. I mean, the Muscle Sliver, it looks so xenomorph. And then we got the Predatory Sliver. It has the tentacle dreads, just like the Predator. Sinew Slivers remind me a little bit of Pitch Black. The heads are wrong, but the bodies and the scythe things are right. Ew. No. No, 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 no. No bueno. This is so much better. This hand is great. It's unfortunate we have to discard a card, because this is... I want everything here. I really want that 3rd land so we can lead the Stampede, turn 3 guaranteed. So I think we just have to get rid of Prismatic Strands. But that seems really bad too. Like, Prismatic Strands is so nice. Moshmalowski's mulleting to 5. I think I'm going to keep the Sidewinder Sinew, lead the Stampede. Kind of like stick with doing our thing. Although it hurts getting rid of that Strands. This hand would have been so good as a 7. Yeah, okay. Sidewinder, go. Yes. Attack for 2. And Pitskulk. Okay, we'll play the Sinew Sliver pass. I'm wondering if I should just attack with the Sidewinder. If they double attack, am I going to block? Probably not, right? Panda Ninja, hello. I probably don't want to block. I think that we're going to just have a race. I'm going to try and go lead the Stampede into too much pressure for you to deal with, and I'm hoping that I can survive the first 4 turns of your combat. I mean, morning, yes, give or take. The sun did recently rise, but I've been awake for quite a while. Ooh, another Sinew Sliver. I kind of want to go Gemhide into Sinew. And that also gives us some blocking power. Do we want to attack with a Sidewinder this turn? I think so. Because now we've got good blocks. We've got enough blocks, I mean. So we can attack with Sidewinder and still have 2 blocks up for these 2 creatures. Oh, well, I'm glad you think so, Panda Ninja. All it takes is a drop of honey. And you too could have a voice this soothing. Oh, really? That's pretty good for us. Glad you like that. Standard Bearer and Heart Sliver. All slivers have haste. I do like getting the Standard Bearer down this turn. Can we get the Heart Sliver down too? Yeah, we can. Boop. Put that down. We put down the Standard Bearer, and I don't think they can win from there. Hold on. I actually want to tap my Lord. And this one. Flood the board. Get all the creatures down. They're going to go for Hunger the Howlpack onto Volt Scourge in response. Okay. And now we'll attack... What do we attack with? Attack with just 1, I think. So we can hold 1 back. Still have good blocks, and then go in for the kill next turn. Hey Chuck, thanks for the host. Nice. This one's close. I think it's good enough, though. Plated into Sidewind into Lead. Not a great hand. We'll call this one bad hand keep. Island, okay. Another Sliver. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to cast both of our 1-drops. Swamp. Ooh, and Chainer's Edict. I guess we'll just get rid of a Sidewinder here. Flanking is super cool. It says that whenever a creature without flanking blocks it, the blocking creature gets -1/-1. It's a little bit like a Lord, but it doesn't do damage. I actually kind of like Gemhide into Sidewinder here, so we can get the big mana. But, like, guaranteed resolve Lead the Stampede is really important. We're going to guaranteed lead so we can get it to resolve. Ugh, that's a shame. Only 2. We want that to do much better. That does sound gross. It's an unfortunate position to be in. Sure. This was a bait. Okay, so Chuck, what Slivers does is it has some of the best creature combat that you can get in a tribal deck. So you actually have access to lords. You're going to be able to have 4/5s, 6/7s, which is not something that you get out of a lot of your other decks. I would say that Elves is the better deck, but this one's a lot of fun. Yeah, Slivers are just cooler. Not too into getting my Sidewinder Sliver Spell Slider sprited here. We'll just attack for 4. Ah, Foretold. Okay. That's a pretty good one. They're going to be able to hold up Spellstutter Sprite, and if we don't cast anything, then they can do something something wicked with their Behold the Multiverse. Okay, we'll play out Sidewinder Sliver as a bait, and then we'll play Virulent Sliver. Okay, and again we attack. Unfortunately, we don't have any lords, otherwise this would be a lethal attack. But we do get to smash them for half their life total. Ooh, yeah, that's right. We also get to smack 6 poison counters onto them. So not only do I have 6 power and creatures here, and they have 6 life, we also only have to get 4 creatures through with Virulent Sliver on the board to kill them. Although they probably have something like Cast Down or whatever to kill the Virulent Sliver before it's a big deal. I don't think I want the Gemhide Sliver down here. Like, it's an extra attacker, but they could just Spellstutter Sprite it. And if I attack and they... yeah, I'm just going to attack here. Again, I don't want to put my Gemhide into their Spellstutter Sprite. Right now they have to cast down the Virulent Sliver. Ooh, wow. Okay. That's aggressive. Just go ahead and snuff out. Ah, Suffocating Fumes. That is super good for the opponent. They just get to wipe our board. I mean, the snuff out costs them a lot. They're at 2 life now. But I think they should be able to recover from this, being at 5 cards in hand. I mean, so that was super brutal for us. I don't know that we're going to be able to get back from that, especially knowing that they have Counterspell in hand, so that even if we try and find a Lead the Stampede or a Winding Way, they're going to have the answer to it. So really, really close, but it looks like the Suffocating Fumes is going to be enough, because we couldn't find another Lord. that's rough. And we know they have Spellstutter Sprite and Counterspell in hand. I think we're just going to scoop this one up. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to bring in our protection from black creature here, Obsidian Acolyte. Take out Masked Vandal and probably Virulent Sliver. Virulent Sliver is one of the creatures that I turned to take out first, although it did seem to be pretty good in that last game. Could also take out a Sidewinder. I really like the Plated Sliver in this matchup. Okay, this hand looks great. Plated Sliver into Sinew Sliver. We have the Acolyte. Ooh, and we got someone that wants to be banned. Ooh, Sinew Sliver. Let's just keep playing Lords. Big problem with the Acolyte is it actually died of suffocating fumes. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to lead the Stampede this turn. If they have a counterspell, they have it, but at least we don't get blown out by Spellstutter Sprite. Maybe I should have gone for the for these two. Maybe I could have went Virulent Sliver into Obsidian Acolyte to try and draw out a counterspell or Spellstutter Sprite. Yeah, regardless. It looks like they're pretty much tapped out here looking for black mana, so we should be able to get a Sinew Sliver down. Ooh, and Muscle Sliver too. So you're going to suff out my Sinew Sliver there? It doesn't seem all that hot. Oh, yeah, they are. Pay 4 life, get rid of a 3/4. Why would you not snuff out the one that is... Why would you not hit this one, is what I'm wondering. The one that can attack this turn. Why wouldn't you kill that one? Probably a small mistake from the opponent. They should have definitely killed this one. If they're going to kill a Sinew Sliver, kill the one that can attack them, right? Okay, so we get to play Muscle Sliver this turn. Or we can play Predator. Doesn't really matter, basically the same. Cast down, kills another one of my things. I play Muscle Sliver, we win this game. Not bad. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the Obsidian Acolyte in that hand, just kind of sat there, but I think that it is probably still better than like Masked Vandal or Virulent Sliver. Double green. That's awkward. Going for the swamp right away. Got to get that snuff out, ready to go. Alright, where's the cast down going? Virulent Sliver or Predatory Sliver? Going for the Predator. So they take 1 poison and 1 damage. Ooh, this is tough now. They have Spellstutter Sprite for our Winding Way. That's awkward. I think we probably still have to play it. Let's see what we draw here. Plains would be nice so that we could play Lead the Stampede. Nice draw. Can't counter this. Oh, that's a shame. Only draw 2. I'm going to send in here. Oh my. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. You got me. That's going to be a tough one to deal with. I mean, generally they want to put that Unexpected Fangs onto a Gurmag Angler, but this is going to work fine for them. 2 lifelink in the air every turn, holding up Spellstutter Sprite. That's strong. There it is. We're going to have to put something together pretty quickly here. Opponent's coming in for 3 a turn, not to mention gaining the life, which is significant. Ugh. Oh my, that was quite the draw. Good thing we didn't ask for lands there. Hey there, handsome. Is it the prophesized time? Yeah, it makes sense what they're doing here. They just have to attack for 3 every turn and hold up counter magic and removal. They are winning this game right now. Yeah, handsome. Kind of missed you on the weekend. But I was having a real hard time getting to sleep, so I appreciated the extra snooze before work. Yeah, I appreciate that. I try not to because there's a few reasons. I really want to play. I asked to join, but yeah, if there was anything ever, like where I needed the time off, I would definitely say something. Thanks. Okay, they were really thinking about that one. So this is 10. And now they've got their 5 cards in hand, ready to just pick off our cards one by one. Let's see what we can put together anyway. Oh, they're going to snuff out this in response. Let's go ahead and add a green mana. Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we've seen this before. All of our creatures are about to die. Well, at least they produce some mana. I think we probably go Winding Way here or Sidewinder. Let's go Sidewinder, get the power on the board. So we have a bunch of 3/3s. Still, like, the 3 damage in the air here is going to finish us off very soon. Big damage, though. I think that that's a really good choice on the opponent's part there, countering the Winding Way. We really needed to hit something good there. We're dead on board. I don't know that we can even win with a Lord. Because of that blocker there. Oh, the Winding Way. Oh, we even get 2 Lords, but we don't have the mana to play them. This would be Xaxes, but good game. That was a good one. Way closer than I thought it would be, too. The suffocating fumes from the opponent were super, super good. Again, I didn't think the suffocating fumes were going to be that effective, but because they were able to pick off our Lords and then suffocating fumes to get like a 3-for-1 or something, super good. Close game. Yup. I could see the comparison here. This hand looks great. We'll keep. We have a 1-drop into a Lord. And then we also have Gemhide Sliver with Winding Way. So we're going to be able to use that to go wide. We hope. Win fast or lose fast. That seems to be the way. Oh, nice. Muscle Sliver. We got double Lord here. So opponent is taking a moment to read Virulent Sliver, getting it through their head that their opponent is actually playing the Sliver deck. What? And they missed a land. That is not good for them. Alright, we'll play the Muscle Sliver and attack for 2. And a poison. Okay, so they do find land here. Okay, and that's letting them do some stuff. Thraben Inspector, Frogmite, of one mind. But we're going to be able to do stuff on our turn too, because we got another Muscle Sliver coming down. This Sliver is poison! I'm thinking I'm just going to play the Muscle Sliver here, attack for 6, just keep the pressure up. Because we could have played Gemhide into Muscle and only attacked for 3. That would have been pretty good too. Oh, this was a stupid attack. We don't have flanking. Why am I so stupid? Oh well. Yeah, that was a bad attack. Should have paid a little bit more attention to the board there. Just got so used to having flanking that I wasn't even thinking about it. So yeah, that sucks. We lost a Lord, we lost a mana. We could have played that turn much better. I mean, do we even need to wind away? We got Predatory Sliver, Gemhide Sliver, we got so many things. Let's start with Winding Way. Worst case, we can just go Predatory Sliver from here. Oh no, we only draw 1? Draw 1 with Winding Way? And we milled 2 Winding Ways? Oh, wow. Okay. We run both. We have Winding Way and Lead the Stampede. Honor Recruit. Haven't seen any red out of the opponent yet. Muscle Sliver, not bad. Okay, that gets us up to 4/4s. I don't mind trading any of these. They all trade. I just don't want to trade any of my Lords. Maybe I was supposed to attack with the Lords as well, because that was like an extra 12 damage. Their blocks are going to be pretty bad if I had to attack all there. In any event, I don't mind trading a couple of my creatures. Get to keep my Lords, keep my board strong, kill their best stuff. Ooh, they found Atog, but they have no cards left in hand. Atog does get big. I think that, honestly, Babar, I should have just attacked all last turn. Winged Sliver. Is that common? Because it's not in the deck. Yeah, we unfortunately don't have any blue slivers in the deck. We are running some red ones that give us haste or menace. But unfortunately, MTG bot doesn't tell us if a card is common or not. Okay, so they're going to go to 1 and keep 1 blocker. And they're going to almost certainly save their ATOG and kill my Muscle Sliver. Oh, it is legal. Okay. Well, I think that we'll probably change up this deck a little bit before we play it again on Thursday. Do a little bit more research, see what's available, because having flying would be super good right here, right? I mean, we don't have the Gemhide, so we wouldn't be able to cast it, but yeah, being able to give your entire board flying seems amazing. Gonna have to make some adjustments. Although, I think that the haste is the big reason that we're playing red. So, also splashing into blue means we're playing 4 colors instead of just 3. You would give the opponent's slivers flying too. I mean, it doesn't come up too often that all slivers matters as opposed to slivers you control. Oh, I would definitely like 1 or 2 of those cards in the deck. I think that they would just be so good. So yeah, I think that I'll pick up a couple of those before I do another league. I think so. I think it's way better than Menace. The big thing about the Menace is that because it's red, you have Thriving Grove. With Thriving Grove, you can name red, and then that casts your 3 off-color slivers instead of having to worry, do I name red? Do I name blue? Exactly. 3 lords. Sinew, Muscle, Predator. Oh, man. I really wanted card off the top. Oh, well. Let's attack in all. See what happens. Any spell would have been nice. You imagine if we had drawn Masked Vandal off the top? Oh, you were playing Slivers back in the Tempest days. Nice. I remember Tempest. Tempest was a really good time. Oh, nice. Imagine how good... Oh, wow. Putting Lightning Bolt in this deck would be wicked. Never play during class. Aye. Bring in Masked Vandal. Not sure that the rest of our sideboard is too good here. Tron is bad. It seems to be that way, playing during class. I mean, Virulent Sliver is not the best, but I mean, we have Sidewinder and Plated Sliver already. So the next best sliver after this, I think, is Metallic Sliver, which is a 1/1 artifact creature for 1. I honestly don't think there's a better sliver than Virulent after we've already started playing Plated and Sidewinder. Yeah, better off with a changeling, you're right. Because we're already running Masked Vandal as a changeling, so there's got to be other changelings we could run. Not too sure what the changelings are in Pauper and Green and White. It's not something I've paid much attention to. Start paying attention. It's important. I mean, it's okay. Oh my. Crack Clan Shaman. It would be very difficult to go into black mana. Ugh, Chromatic Star. Such a good thing to sacrifice for the Crack Clan. Oh, well, we'll play Predatory Sliver here. So that way they have to sacrifice 2 artifacts, including losing their Frogmite in order to kill our Sliver. And then next turn we get to play Sinew Sliver, makes it harder for them to kill our Slivers again. So they gotta really, like, sacrifice their board in order to get rid of ours, is the plan here. Yeah, it gives all Slivers first strike. That's pretty good too. Not interested in putting down Virulent Sliver, because then they could get 3 of our creatures if they decide to go off on the Crack Clan. If we block here, they only have to do 2 damage with Crack Clan. I'm not interested in blocking. I am interested in playing Two-Headed Sliver. Ooh, that's a problem. Benevolent Bodyguard is interesting. Still don't know if this is a good attack. Probably not. Alright, well thanks a lot for coming in, handsome. I'll talk to you another time. So this is where they get to decide if they want to sack their board and keep the Mirror Enforcer to kill my board. A difficult decision for the opponent here. We unfortunately do not have any way to reload. So if they do decide to kill our creatures, then we would have been in a bit of trouble. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is basically lethal. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. I pressed the wrong button. I hit 1. This is a lethal attack. I knew that. I knew I had to block. And I hit the button thinking I'm going to go to blocks. But it pushed me past the blocking step. So I guess one good punt deserves another. I'm going to go ahead and put that in chat because that is what that was. That was a punt. Because this is, I'm pretty sure, just a straight lethal attack. They just sacrifice everything except for the Mirror Enforcer and we die. Alright, so that was my fault. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't mind Prismatic Strands. Maybe I should have had that on the draw. I don't think I want it on the play, though. On the play, I want to be aggressive. Unfortunate. We have a double Plains hand. If we had Force in this hand, it would be so good. Must mull. We can keep this one. Thriving Grove White. And then probably just get rid of maybe the second Thriving Grove. Okay, Witching Well from the opponent. Pretty cool card. When it comes into play, you scry 2, and then later for 4 mana, you get to draw 2. Does 2 things. So we're just going to play a bear, pass the turn. Bear, 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 bear. We'd really like to see a land off the top so that we can start flooding the board with our slivers. Oh, Atog right away. Scary, but we do get the land on top. I'm going to go Sidewinder, Sidewinder. And then we'll have some good attacks next turn where our creatures are going to give a creature -2/-2 if they block. Good old double flanking. Double flanking 3/3s. That's what we got. Ooh, the of one mind. Draw 2 cards for 1 mana. And the Crack Clan Shaman here. That is, that is so scary. That's basically GG, I think. The trouble is the ATOG here, so they have to sacrifice 3 things. No, they're just going to kill their ATOG. Okay, kill their ATOG. Yep. Still pretty good. They have 3 cards in hand versus our 2. Solid gamble. So we have to reload the same as them. Hey, thanks, Chuck. Talk to you next time. Okay, so we have a pair of 3/3s and they have a 4/4. Not looking like good attacks right now. Ooh, and the Galv Blast to kill one of our lords. And the Thoughtcaster reload. Oh, I think that we might have screwed it up. I'm not sure that I could have won that game that I punted, but this is not looking too good. Opponent is just reloading en masse here. Of one mind, Thoughtcast, Thoughtcast. Where's our reloads? And will we get them in time? Because that's just half of our life total. And another forest off the top. So we have to block here and then, I don't know, draw Winding Way into Masked Vandal. Oh, Cannonade. GG. Now, that is disappointing that we ended up losing that one. I felt like I could have played a little bit better, especially in that last game. But we will be picking up this deck again on Thursday. So we'll give it another try then.